Kia ora. In this video, I'll be introducing you to the A and O categories. Ngā wahanga a me te o. When you want to use words that indicate ownership or the relationship between two things, you will encounter the A and O categories. These categories can be a bit tricky to understand at first because the English language doesn't have anything like them, so it's a new concept to English speakers when we start to learn te reo Māori. The A and O categories relate to things where there is ownership, possession, responsibility for something, or relationships. We use them when we're saying words like tāku, tōku, tāna, tōna, relating to things that are mine, his, hers, or yours. Let's get started. Let's unpack which items belong in each of the categories. We'll start with the A category. The models in this video were developed by Pānia Papa and Leon Blake. I'm fortunate enough to say they were among my tutors when I was studying Te Ahu o Te Reo in Tāmaki Makaurau. These models were developed to help learners of Te Reo Māori understand the ways that these categories work. The model for the A category uses the acronym HKTM, which stands for He Kura Te Mokopuna, which translates into the child is precious. Each of the letters in the acronym stands for one of the headings in the A category: hangaro, kai, tautetanga, and mahi. The first letter is H. This stands for hangaro or technology. This covers everyday objects and things. Some examples of these are things we might have around the house. If I was to say my bag, tāku peke, my phone, tāku waia pūkoro, and so on. Objects and things that we own all sit in the A category. The next letter is K. This stands for kai. This covers all food which sits in the A category except for water. Some examples of kai: tāku āporo, my apple, tāku ahikirimi, my ice cream, and so on. The next letter in He Kura Te Mokopuna is tautetanga. This refers to anyone that you have responsibility for, like your children, your grandchildren, your pets. It also relates to those that we have responsibility or superiority over, such as our students or employees. So an example might be tāku kuri, my dog, or tāku pepi, my baby. People from the generations that follow ours also sit in the A category. For example, your sons or daughters, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, all fall under the A category. The last letter in this acronym is mahi. It includes all the actions we do. For example, aku mihi, my greetings, or aku kōrero. Things like writing and singing, reading and speaking, all sit in the A category for this reason. So there we have it. There is a brief explanation of the A category. It does take a while to learn how these work, and there are heaps of sentence structures where we need to be aware of them. Next up, the O category. The model of ngā kawekawe o te wheke, the tentacles of the octopus, is used to describe the O category. And here they are. Whanaunga, relationships. Whakāhua, words used to describe things. Wāhi, places and spaces. Waka, things that are used for transport. Whakarākei, anything we use to decorate or beautify something. Wāhanga, parts or sections of something. Whakaora, anything that improves our well-being. And whakaruruhau, which relates to anything that gives us shelter. Whanaunga is about relationships. Those that fit into the O category are those from generations that are the same or those before ours, like our siblings, our parents, grandparents, uncles and aunties, etc. The other reason a person might fall into the O category is when they have seniority over us, like our boss or our teacher. It can also refer to people who are responsible for caring for others, like a doctor. This is a little diagram to show the difference between the A and O categories as far as relationships go. The line represents the division between the people that you would place in the A category and which you would fit into the O category. In the center of the diagram is me. All generations above the line are on the A O category. Example, if I was to talk about my mother, I would say tōku mama. My father, I would say tōku papa. My sister, tōku tuakana, and so on. Unlike the R category relating to people that are generations that come after our own, the O category relates to generations that have come before us. It's not about age or someone being older or younger. It's all about the generation. The next tentacle is whakaahua. This relates to any words that are used to describe a person or a thing. For example, a person's attributes, such as intelligence or beauty, would fall into this category, and it also includes our emotions and thoughts. Some examples: tōku aroha, my love, as in the well-known expression ka nui tōku aroha ki a koe, which translates into I love you, heaps. When we talk about our thoughts, we say ōku whakaro. The next W word on this model is wāhi, or places. This would include all the places we can name, like our towns and cities, but also natural features like forests, lakes, mountains, and oceans. An example, tōku kura, my school, or tōku motu, my country. The next kawekawe, or te wheke, is waka. This refers to all types of transportation, like cars, trucks, planes, buses. Anything that can be used for transport fits into this category. When you're talking about your car, you would say tōku waka. You could say te motoka o hera, hera's car. Whakarake is anything we use to adorn or decorate anything else. Jewelry would fit into this category, and anything else that can be used to decorate ourselves and our spaces. An example might be earrings, ōku whakakai, or tōku taonga pounamu. The other thing that sits in this category is clothing. Some examples of this: tōku pōtai, my hat, ōku hu, my shoes. Wāhanga is next. The word wāhanga relates to a section or a component of something else. This relates to anything that is a part of something. Some well-known examples of this are ngā rā o te wiki, the days of the week, ngā marama o te tau, the months of the year. Can be used to describe parts of a building, like te kuaha o te whare, the door of the house, or the parts of the body, ngā wāhanga o te tinana. Whakaora relates to anything that makes us well. This includes medicine, but it also includes wai Māori natural water. Whakaora can also relate to natural or traditional remedies and practices like rongoā Māori. It pretty much relates to anything that's to do with personal wellness. The last of the 8 tentacles is whakaruruhau, which relates to shelter. This can include anything that gives us shelter, like a house, but it can also refer to things like an umbrella or a tent. Some examples of this: tōku whare, my house, nōku tēnei whare, this house is mine. So that is a brief overview of the R and O categories. The 4 R categories of the acronym He Kura Te Mokopuna, Hangarau, Kai, Tau Te Tanga, and Mahi, and the 8 categories of ngā kawe o te wheke: whanaunga, waka, whakarake, wāhanga, whakaora, and whakaruruhau. It will take time to become used to these, and if there are many examples of how they can be used. If you want to learn more about the A and OR categories, please have a look at the second video called A and OR Categories Possessive Sentences. Kia ora.